Okay, everybody. Let's kick things off here, right? Hi, everybody. Let's call Lisa up. Hello.
Hey.
Welcome back. It's been a hot minute since we had you on the show, huh? So, I'm getting the game booted up right now.
Yeps. Do that.
I bet you chat's just as excited as I am to have you back. No, the last two Sundays when I was alone, people would pop in and be like, "Wait, Lisa's here," and I'm like, "Yeah, she wasn't feeling good, so she had to skip out. She'll be back."
Well, there was one, it was not like because I wasn't feeling bad. It was just like family stuff that wasn't
Yeah,
planned at all.
there was family stuff, and then there was also you had your RPG meeting, and there have been times before you've been sick and you haven't been able to join in. That's happened.
True, true.
Yeah. And yeah, no, we're just gonna have some fun. This is the last day of Lisa's vacation before she has to go back to work tomorrow, so we're gonna do our best to make it an enjoyable last day of vacation. Because I know you all love this girl just about as much as I do.
Don't make me blush or I'll go back.
Okay, I'll save it for when we're not on camera.
No, not even that. Shut up.
uh, this is why we're best friends.
Yep. Sadly.
And we're back to the sass and the bullying.
You deserve it.
I do deserve it. You are not incorrect.
So you got to play or what?
I'm getting the game set up. It's being a joy responding right now. My entire screen went blank.
Oh yes, of course. Like always, tech's gonna take.
Yep, and you know how Corpse Party in particular is. Corpse Party in particular. Once we get it running, it'll work unless we enter an area with rain, in which case I have to apologize profusely to chat because my computer literally can't handle the game rendering rain. You would love to see me and Lise play Double Dragon? uh, maybe someday. Maybe someday. More likely, if I can get a stronger machine, you'll see us play Streets of Rage 4 again, because you like playing that, right?
Yep, that was fun.
Yeah. I was very happy to introduce you to that and get to play that with you. And plus, you have a controller now, which will probably make that even better.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't even think about that, but yeah, it's true.
And someday, hopefully, I'll pick up, Okay, chat's not seeing the game.
Yeah, no, the screen is still black.
Which means
Use your imagination, chat.
I have to click out of the game and fuck around with stuff until it works. Because since when does this thing work, like, normal? Streets of Rage 4 is great. Yeah, Zatara, you're the one who bought it for me. We'll play it together sometime, dude. I swear. We'll get to it. It's just my computer is, shitty. If you're on computers, I don't think you can see it on a phone, but if you're on computers, you can actually scroll down, and there should be a, for fuck's sake. Hold on. It's not one of my shows unless there's a bunch of technical issues, right? But no, we'll get to that. I have you first off, do not feel like you have to donate. That is something I should say right out the bat. But if anybody is interested, I have added a link at the bottom of my screen to my PayPal. I'd love to have gotten donations set up if I could have, but unfortunately, I couldn't.
These people buying some lollipops.
Hold on, that's the wrong thing. I just realized I actually, when I was messing around with this, I swapped around for the wrong, actually, let's do it like this. Let's do, I'm putting our icons on the screen, not that one, that's the turtle. Lise doesn't like the turtle. Where's the tool? Here we go. And I'll just slide myself over like this. I'm just using my little River City Ransom icon instead. Because let's face it, that River City Ransom icon kind of fits me anyway, doesn't it?
Kinda.
Okay, now, let's see if we can get this damn game to cooperate.
Now think about it. I could not make the big model for you. I could just make you a little gremlin like that.
You could. Have you ever seen how the old River City Ransom art looks? You could do something like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it.
Whatever you want, you choose. As long as you know what you want, you choose.
Right.
Not just an option.
I am such a indecisive son of a bitch. Okay, I'm gonna have to try to relaunch this. I shouldn't call myself a son of a bitch. I respect my mother. My mother done raised me right.
I was about to say you said that, and I would have said it if you did. Oh
No,
my god, I'm sorry.
Also, Shaggy, I think Guilty Gear Strive has a function that lets gamers sample it from a host if they don't have it. We can host. Oh, I would love that. I don't know if my computer will let me do that, but damn. My only issue is I don't think my current controllers are going to work for Guilty Gear Strive because I still have just fucking Super Nintendo controllers. I should really buy some Xbox style controllers, but money. Okay, so first things first, let's see if I can launch the game for you. Because go figure, this thing doesn't want to work today, right?
Of course it won't.
Yep. That's my computer. Okay, so
For you.
let me click into the game. And if it doesn't, I'm gonna have to start fucking around with settings to see if I can make this work. See, it's showing the Team Grease icon. Not on the, it's not showing it on the stream screen. What about you?
I see nothing.
What the
Wait.
fuck? I'm sharing my screen directly with you, that's the weird part.
Oh. Okay, now it's working.
Okay,
I had something that...
It works for you, but for chat, it's... Oh, what? No, not that. I don't know. Let's try this. Nope, not registering that. Can this damn thing just cooperate? Yep, y'all can hear the music. It's the game you can't see. And I'm gonna be pissed if this thing refuses to cooperate. Because I've been itching to finish this chapter. I want to see what happens next. And well, it would be nice to first unblock the Steam capture thing. That would certainly help. Yes, capture any full screen application. We'll go with that. It's unblocked. Let's click it, see if it shows up. I have to wait like 10 seconds to see if it even pops up. Oof. But yeah, no, I honestly, it's kind of funny. I wouldn't be opposed to getting like a retro chibi looking avatar. Might be funny. Would definitely look unique.
Think about it, think about it.
I am thinking about it. For fuck's sake. Okay. I might have to play, because this isn't cooperating, I think I might have to play this in windowed mode again. Which isn't my favorite, but I'll do it if it's what will work, because I can just try to ignore everything else. It's been a while since I've had to play this in windowed mode to make it work. But if that's what I gotta do, I'll do it. Hey, Hobo Film, welcome in. Crow wants me to do the turtle voice. I'm gonna make that a channel redeem with points someday. But you want the turtle voice? I'll do the turtle voice. Ghetto Kermit, y'all like this shit? You like hearing this? Because we're gonna make it a redeem, and you can use your points on it to hear this voice for like a minute. I don't know. This voice doesn't even hurt me when I do it, so I can do it for a long time. But do y'all really want to listen to this for an entire stream? Because I might fucking do it if you want to.
Welcome to the fucking Muppet Show.
This is the Muppet Show. I do. No, I could let Shaggy do like a Ninja Turtle stream or something. I don't know. I could let him do that. He's been crashing at my place because some dickwad shoved a Kroger cart in his pond. Okay, well, I'm trying to get the game set up, though. I can actually show you guys the pond. Hold on. I'm gonna have to turn off the music on this other screen. That's not the music. Hold on. Here we go. Let me remove my blood filter on this screen. Where did I put it? I have way too many things open in OBS, if I'm being honest. Here we go. So most of this is the river around my town. But there we go. That shower there with the fountain? That's Shaggy's pond. Someone legit threw a Kroger cart in there once. I don't know if Shaggy ever found the guy, but I don't know if I want to know if he did, to be honest. I feel like that's not something I want the answer to. Okay, anyway. Back to what Quinn and Lisa are doing. Let's see if I can get this fucking game to cooperate finally. Because for real, it doesn't seem to want to cooperate. Okay. Putting it into Windows mode worked. I will share the screen with you now, and we'll do it this way. Not my favorite way of doing it, but if it works, it works. Alright, we are finally playing this game. This takes so long to set up. Kroger, you worked there for a short while? Tonight you dine on the Turtle River? Hold on, let me try something. Tonight I dine on the Turtle River. Alright, we got Corpse Party. And as you can see, Chapter 1, all deaths. Chapter 2, all deaths. Chapter 3, all deaths. Chapter 4, we have 2 deaths left to get. Plus, we haven't gotten the actual ending yet. So we're not doing bad on Chapter 4. And then we have Chapter 5, which like has 10 deaths or something. That's going to be a whole stream into itself. I think if we finish this, we might have to do something a little extra if we finish it. Plus, once we're done here, Viscera should be live, and I want to raid her because she's going to have a new model. And I like Viscera's stream. I like Viscera. I mean, she's threatened to eat Shaggy on multiple occasions, but I like Viscera. The reason nobody ever threatens to eat me is because I don't go out in public. I let Shaggy do all that stuff. He's the face of the company. I'm just the guy behind. I'm the puppet master behind the screen, pulling the strings. Alright, so this top one appears to be our most recent save file.
Yeah, the longest
Oh my gosh, it just occurred to me. I think I know what the other death we haven't gotten is yet. We gotta be really close to the end of this already.
Huh.
Do you know what the other death we probably didn't get is?
I'm not sure.
It's probably when we turn on the drain without getting,
yeah, this one, yes. This is the one I told you before.
So yeah, that'll be a very easy death to go back and get. Crumpled up note on the floor. There's one thing I've learned from all this. The children are victims too. Okay, we've read this before. Huh. And of course we're playing as my actual favorite character, which makes me happy. The only issue is I don't remember what direction we're going or what we're looking for. That's a problem. I know we just saved her from the, let me check my, tools, see what I have here. Cursed doll. Tokiko's tongue. Oh, we're supposed to be giving that back to
so we
Tokiko.
have to find Tokiko.
Isn't she wandering around the, other hall? Let
Maybe.
me see. Let's see if that works.
I can't remember which one she is.
I totally forgot the story we're in the story. We're helping.
At least the boy is done, but Tokiko, I think it's the one who is missing its head.
I do not remember. We've already helped the one
because the name of the older girl, her name was different. It was not Yuki, it was something like that.
Well, I know that the main chick, the one in the red dress, is Sachiko, but I think everybody knows that.
Yeah.
So the main trick is to figure out where she is. Okay, that was the giggle. I think that means she's here now. Yes.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Oh lord, which one do we give it to? Oh, the game's actually making us choose.
I think it's the one without its head.
Okay, we'll do what you say.
Yeah,
You're
it's the one without
right?
its head. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, girl. She's got no head above her chin. Indeed.
If I'm messing up, my bad, but...
How am I supposed to know which tongue we've got? Pull out the tongue bag.
Yeah, do it. I'm pretty sure it's that.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this. We'll see if this happens. You've been pretty good this one. The little girl's spirit is staggering toward Amy, blood gushing up from her gaping cross-section of head as she walks. Man, that's fucked. Tokiko Tsuchi. This is yours, isn't it? I'm giving it back. Offer the spirit Tokiko's tongue. Flutter, cough, cough. What happened? The other ghost is headed this way, we have to run. I think it worked.
It was the right one, yeah!
Yep. See, you're always right.
Damn, my memory is not that blurry. From the anime, I remembered like that the girl with the older girl, her name was different. Because I don't remember them saying the name of the two other kids, but this one I remembered it kinda.
Yep. Okay, I was just checking some stuff very quickly. Okay. The one issue I have is that now I don't know where we're supposed to go to get that last tongue. I kind of forgot everything because it's been like 2 weeks. It's a shame Ray is not here to inform us where to go.
Oh, well, Sachiko can lead you, I guess.
Eh, let's follow the ghost girl. Nothing bad could happen, right?
I mean, since we had to choose between the two girls, probably one of the death is like the pool, and the second one is probably choosing the wrong girl.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. The antique doll is crying, so we're about to get another, another tip. Where's it gonna take us this time? Oh, right, I gotta get out my... I made that dumb chart last time, I need to get that out. Gotta get my backpack out of my bed and get the sketch pad out of it. I'm glad I had the foresight to make that, though, because I wouldn't want to have to repeat this. See, which page did I put this on? Is that it? No, that's not it. There we go. There's our little weird clock. Where your friend was splattered. Wow. The floorboards beneath that wall. Right under her globby entrails. Oh! Where the floor dips and the blood pools. Okay, I didn't have to get that out. Smelly, smelly, icky, icky. Hi, petite Asian girl, and yes, Lisa's back with us.
Hello!
Oh, wow. Yes. Oh, we all know who the real star of the show is here.
I'm the one getting all the love.
You are always the one getting... Even when you're not here, we're like, hey, where's Lisa? And it's like, she's not here today.
Oh my god.
Okay. That's where it is. I'm not sure we can ever bring ourselves to get it. If this is my only way out of here, I think I could do it. I mean, I'd probably go crazy in the process of doing it. It'd be very icky and gross, and I'd probably throw up a bit. But I want to get the fuck out of here.
Apparently, Misaki is sad because you didn't react the way she wanted to make you react.
I did not react as I tried to.
What was your evil plan? I want to know.
Y'all realize I'm just as infatuated with this girl as any of you could be, right? I'm not gonna be mad that she's getting all the attention. Oh boy.
Oh, the four-eyed freak is back. Where is Big Sprite though? Reine? Pourquoi Reine? Je vais bien, je te remercie.
Yes, where have you been, Morishige?
さっき急に気を失ったみたいで気がついたらなんか校舎の雰囲気が変わっててあと 持田と持田の妹にも会ったよ。
本当か。あいつらも無事なのか。
うん。なんか妹がはぐれてたみたいだけど。
森姫、それ手に持ってるもの。
Let's see. Blood soap pouch in his hands.
Ah, he put in his hand into. Ah.
Of
この
course.
先の通路の床下で見つけたんだけど。
These stairs.
何かの時代。これいるの？
I don't know. I feel like this just saved us some of the trouble.
じゃあ私と
Mm.
俺は今人探しでそれどころじゃ
He's searching for Mayu, but he already searched inside of her in some ways.
No, I noticed the French. I was just like, I'll at least read that because she's actually French. I can, Okay, so like, obviously, So let me see here. So I know Aujourd'hui is tomorrow, right? Or, like...
No.
No, it's today. Today.
Meep.
Today.
Today.
See, this is why I have trouble. Yeah, it's today. How you... I don't know what the Alez thing means. That's the part that I can't figure out.
After aujourd'hui?
You called her
Then
Queen.
is Quinn. Yes.
How are you today, Queen? Is that what that's basically saying?
Yes.
Okay,
That's what she
there we
said.
go. Yay! See, I've been learning French, but I am not anywhere near fluent in it.
You are rusty.
I am rusty. Yuki Kano. Well,
Yuki. That was Yuki! My memory from more than 10 years is not bad.
should I tell Petite that she's not the first one to call you Queen before?
Oh, it is right.
そうだ。
Like,
持田が一応
am I outing myself as a
待ち合わせ
massive
しよう
simp for my best friend? Damn straight I am. Try to meet in Classroom 1A.
Awkward!
I'm guessing.
Awkward.
鈴本のいるあの場所、近くの床にでも転がってたんだ。
怖い。あの人ってちなみに
I don't know how to tell you this, guys. Your friend's a freak. There are some people who ended up in this high school and were suddenly more at home than they'd ever been in the real world.
Yeah.
This guy and whatever the name of that other freak is. I cannot remember their names. Alright. Let's see how this goes. So when is this starting? The streaming. We're streaming right now. Oh, when does she stream? Still figuring it out. Her internet is bad. We
Like,
want
downright bad. Like, you can't do anything with that.
we want to make it work, it's just difficult. Now, you have been able to stream through Discord, so I feel like this should work. It's just a matter of us actually sitting down and figuring it out. On the other hand, me and Lise are... The turtle with hair is creepy. Yes, but he's not on the screen right now. Y'all realize the shaggy turtle, like, that I made, the one that looks kind of like a cat, like, he's supposed to be creepy. He's a monster, that's the point.
Yeah, good for him, but I don't want to look at him.
You prefer the cartoon version of him that's on my logo, don't you?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, it's her
Not
personal
kind of
server.
it.
It's
not,
her
not nothing.
it's her personal server. She doesn't invite other people to it. That's where she was streaming stuff. I watched her play some Final Fantasy XIV the other day. It worked just fine, so I think it should work. You just need to figure out getting OBS to play with Discord. It's so freaking difficult. Looked great standing over the Craven though. Yeah, right? It was a really fun little thing.
Craven? What?
When me and Knight Rider did we did Nightmare on Elm Street 4, I made a poster art for it where I basically edited an old Nightmare on Elm Street 4 poster, and I turned it into like I switched out the Freddy shadow that was standing over the diner into the turtle. It worked really good. Patina's trying to cute you into letting her into your server.
I'm thinking about it because this is only a server where like friends that I've known for many years are in. Like,
Yeah, right?
I like you a lot, but I'm not sure yet because I'm afraid like if someone doesn't like you, I don't know how they could react. And somebody
Right.
recently had a bad experience, so
Oh, yeah,
I'm
I
not
know.
sure.
I know which person you're talking
Like
about.
I love my friends, and it's difficult to make them angry. But if you do make them angry, it can go pretty damn bad. So I had to put someone away and say no. You're gonna get insulted if you stay one more minute. So no.
Yeah, I was
This
there
is the
for.
main reason why I'm not so sure about bringing people I don't know that much.
I was there for one of the people she kicked. It was ooh. Person
It was,
deserved it
it
though.
was- What did you say?
I said I was there for one of the people who got kicked. It was
Drunk.
yep, and he
I mean,
deserved it.
the other one, Will, was also kicked out, but for another reason.
Yeah,
But yeah, he was kicked because he kept making like those political jokes and stuff like that. When I said that it was annoying a lot of people, but he didn't listen, and at some point he got someone extremely, extremely annoyed because he was just doing that all the time. And he got almost extremely insulted, but like really badly. And when I saw the thing coming, I said, "Nope, you go away."
Oh, you know what was great though was how after you did that he went and like passively aggressively like insulted you on his Instagram of all things. You know,
no,
like
it wasn't.
mature
No, it wasn't.
adults.
It wasn't him who insulted me. It was that one girl. I won't say her name because I'm not like her. But yeah, I know who you're talking about. But it was not him. It was,
It was
a
somebody
girl,
else.
and
Yeah.
she was insulting me. Yeah, for the for the whole story
So
time
when
that
she
has nothing to
streams-
do with the game.
When she streams, will she have 2 Discords? I don't think that's quite the idea. What we're trying to figure out right
No,
now is getting her
no.
to stream on Twitch. And I feel like it should work since when she streams through Twitch, it works just fine.
I
Okay.
mean, swing through Discord could be a thing, but it's not really easy to do. But yeah, for the full story about that one girl, I'll try to make it short. But basically, there was this one girl who was friend with like a friend of mine, and she said, "Ah, can you invite her? She's really nice and stuff." And basically, she fucked up with everyone. She did a lot of bad things. She messed up about suicide stuff. And I did a lot of efforts to make her feel like better, happy, and accepted by everyone. Even a friend of mine had to leave our group for a while because they weren't feeling like they couldn't stand her. And when I finally like told her that I couldn't be friends with her anymore, she said it was fine, but she immediately went on internet to brag about the fact that I was a terrible person, and a lot of very mean things. And she didn't know that in the group she was complaining about, there was like 3 friends of mine that she never heard of,
Yep.
and they all immediately reported to me.
Yeah, because you're actually a good person and they like you.
Yeah. And yeah, she insulted me and said some stuff about me, and someone asked her if she had proof about that, about the fact that I was terrible and stuff, and she couldn't give them proof because I never did anything wrong to her. So she was like, no, I don't have proof, I don't have anything to tell you. And I was like, yeah, I can literally screenshot our entire conversations for 2 years, and I never did anything wrong to her, so
Yep.
yeah.
There are just people like that. Maintaining a server can be a pretty big
Yeah.
commitment.
And again, I made the story really short because she did some very, very messed up things. I was extremely patient with that person.
Yep, I've had to kick people from my first Discord server. It was a Pokemon server, right? And at some point, I ended up becoming a moderator for it because I was just on there a lot, and people respected me and it trusted me in a leadership position. So they let me be. They let me be one of the moderators. And around this time, we had a very troublesome member start causing even more issues because she took. Basically, she was advocating for drugs, I think, and then she got super insulted when another user was explaining why we need to be careful with drug use because she had a mom who fell into hardcore drug abuse, which led to abusing her kids and yada yada yada. You know, all this terrible stuff, right? And she's making some great points. This other person gets super insulted and starts calling for bans and kicks. And eventually we decide we're not going to do this shit anymore, so we kick this lady. and she immediately goes onto her Tumblr and runs a smear campaign across our entire server for being homophobic and ableist because she's autistic and gay. And none of that had anything to do with it. I'm autistic. We have several members of our group who are gay as well as trans, and it's normal. The mods, each of them, we have mods who have those. Like we have a trans mod, we have gay mods, we have the autistic mod, me. But no, she goes out there and runs this speaking drugs at a Pokemon server. It's an American server. We discussed
Anything can happen.
something to note though. Petite lives in Japan. Drug use is heavily scrutinized and criminalized over there. People have gone to jail on just having weed. It's a thing. Drug use is heavily prohibited over there in Japan, whereas over here in America, talking about casual drug use with weed and whatnot, it's normal. It's acceptable. We have several states where weed is legalized. But for a Japanese person hearing that, it might seem a little weird. But yeah, no, it's an American Pokemon server. We were talking about some current issues, and yeah, the drug thing went too far. I bet if you called her an idiot, she'd say you are anti-autism. Maybe I'm an idiot. I've called myself an idiot, but I'm great at self-deprecating humor. Right? I'm so glad you agree with me, Zatara. There are so many people out there who use their disabilities as an excuse to be an awful person. And as somebody who has a disability, it makes me sick.
The problem is that a lot of people have real troubles with those kind of stories, and somehow some people just abuse about that. They're like, "Oh, you said something against me, so that means you're against gay people because I'm gay," and we're like, "No, we weren't talking about that in the first place." That's literally the entire problem that I have with that kind of thing.
I'm not against gay people. I'm just against you.
That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, people make a big deal out of that, and eventually people jump on the person that was accused because, oh my god, you were saying that, and you have to explain to every single person that no,
that's not what I said. Yeah, exactly. That is literally not what I said. And then here's the thing. I actually don't like telling people I'm autistic. It's not something I lead with. I used to have it in my Twitter and Twitch bio that I was autistic, and I eventually removed it just because I don't want people to know that about me off the bat. I want them to get to know me first, and then when they find out I'm autistic, it might explain some things. But by the time they already find out, I want them to already be used to me as a person so they don't treat me differently. Because if there's one thing that pisses me off when it drives me up a wall... well, what? That didn't make any sense. That was not proper English. But no, if there's one thing that drives me nuts when people do this and actually makes me angry, it's when they treat me differently or like a child because I have autism and ADHD. When people treat me differently because of that and they don't treat me like they treat other people, I don't care if they're treating me nicely or not, I get angry. I don't like being treated differently from people. I want to be treated like everybody else. So if you treat people like an asshole, I don't want special treatment because I have autism. I hate special treatment. I'm only prejudiced against asshats. Yes. And, Crow, am I against the ninja? Depends on the day of the week. Sometimes I'm for the ninja, sometimes I'm against the ninja. Am I having a bad dude's day or a shinobi day? That's the question you gotta ask here.
I'm not against ninja, I'm against Naruto Run.
You're against Naruto? Fair.
Against Naruto Run, not necessarily Naruto. Naruto Run is dangerous, don't ever do that.
Don't do the Naruto Run. Dude, there was a year at my Christian camp that I go to where literally every teenager was doing the Naruto Run, and it looked so stupid. Although I will admit I ended up doing it too just to see what it was like. Here's the thing, when you actually do it, it can feel fun, but when you see other people doing it, you realize you don't ever want to do it again because you look like an asshole. That's how I found out about that. True though, when people say they hate idiots, you feel hate. When they hate idols, you feel hated. Like I had to explain, he doesn't hate the girls, he hates what is around. Right, and I'm kind of the same way about that. I find idol... What's wrong? What's wrong?
The way you misread that and said ideas, I was like,
ideals? Yeah. Idiots. Sorry. I hate idiots.
Apologize.
I am sorry. That was a mistake and it was mean. No, when it comes to idols, I don't hate the actual idols. I just find the culture around it, especially the big idol groups, and not just like Japan, but like idol groups, like Asian idol groups, American idol groups, all of them. I find
not-
the work culture around them being I find it very toxic.
to Misaki. No. I didn't mean the comments. It's just that I was waiting for the conversation to start.
Right.
But
I ramble.
to reply in French, elle s'est bien foutue de ma gueule, mais c'est pas grave, elle a payé.
Hey, Fluffy's here. Welcome, tentacle robot.
Hey,
Correct.
Me. Yo.
She always has to come in here with the tentacle robot. But no, I have nothing against the idols perform. Heck, Misaki, I know you love your performances, and they are fantastic. I've seen them. They are awesome. And honestly, your group sounds like a very good idol group. It's just that I know a lot of the behind the scenes for the bigger idol groups. And yeah, it's not even just like an idol group thing. It's honestly Japanese work culture tends to be very abusive to its workers, because there are documented cases of like Japanese people who literally spend almost all of their time at work, and it can end up killing them. It's not so much an issue I have with the idol industry. It's more that Japan's focus on work culture can be kind of toxic, and I don't mean any insult to the Japanese when I say that. I mean, I can look at American work culture and point out so many issues we have over here as well. Like the fact that they keep raising prices while paying us less and less for our jobs.
I'll be right back. I need to close my windows because it's getting really dark in here.
Okay, I'm gonna open up this Sprite can I bought while I was at the church because we had a vending machine there. That sound never stops being satisfying. Sprite's good. You have some difficulties to trust newcomers, but you understand. Yeah, not the only person that was like, I'm not going to divulge like your entire personal life, but there's been a number of instances over the years where Lise has somebody that she's a friend with. That's Pepsi. It's Sprite. Lemon lime Sprite. It's good. All you have to say is Amazon for treatment of workers. Yeah. Nah. Pepsi. If it was Pepsi, I'd have to actually like sing the Pepsi Man song. Pepsi Man. It's so stupid, and yet I love him. But yeah, Amazon is a good example of how badly USA places treat their workers. Lots of serious conversation going on today. Sprite is Pepsi or Coca-Cola? I actually don't know which company it is. Like, let's see if I can find the, Can I find it? Oh, there we go. It's a product of the Coca-Cola company. It's damn delicious, though. See, I wouldn't even care. I looked at what the options were in the vending machine. I saw a Sprite, and I'm like, oh my gosh, lemon lime. I love lemon lime. People have called me weird for this before, but I love sour flavors. Fuck off, bot. 7-Up's is Pepsi, then? Probably. Excuse me, chat. I have to deal with this asshole who popped up in our chat. It's time to use our patented Bop-Be-Gone spray. Bye-bye, bot. Also, let's not forget reporting. Reporting that bot. Excuse me. There we go. Spam. This is a bot. Send. And Geo the Don is gone. It was just not one of those buy followers bots. Yeah. 7-Up's good. I like 7-Up. There's lots of soda. Here's the thing about me and soda. I don't actually get to have it that often. A lot of my siblings who have jobs, they'll buy, like, just 12 packs of this stuff. I usually just drink water. But I was at church today. They have a soda machine that's in my mom's. My mom actually works at the church, kind of like in a janitorial position. Hello, Lise. And in her janitor closet, she has a vending machine. And I put like 50 cents in and got myself something. Saibot is a great way to automate keeping the bots away. Miss Sprite remix. But yeah, there we go. Strangely serious conversations we've been having today while kind of ignoring the game.
Course party being ignored once again.
I mean, everybody loved that stream where you got to like show off your model anyway. So obviously that's what the chat comes here for. All right, let's see if we did this right. The girl lowers his head and begins rocking slowly back and forth.
ユキちゃん
See what happens. I don't think you'll see Pepsi and Coke machine and Pepsi product and Coke machine in the USA or Europe. In Japan, it can happen. I think this machine was just like a general purpose machine. I'm not sure, but that makes sense to me. There's weird licensing issues with all sorts of stuff.
I've never seen that kind of things on my side. We barely have any vending machines anyway. It's kind of rare. Besides in like big public places, it's rare to find some.
Let's see what happens. Yay!
Thank you.
We exorcised all the spirits except the one. I gotta, I'd have to look this up to see this. You repeated the same twice. It happens. It happens. I've done, water's best. You mostly drink juice. Here's the thing. You don't think you'll see Pepsi and Coke machine and Coke product and Pepsi machine in America or Europe? Not unless it's like a third-party machine, no. But there are third-party machines. Corrected. Okay, yeah. No, I drink water mostly. Water's healthier for you than most other things. I don't have the money to go get pop for myself all the time either. You know, it's funny. We've been talking, and I just realized I haven't heard one single thing about Salem yet. How long do you think that's gonna last?
She's sleeping on the couch. Don't jinx it.
Oh no.
やったな、篠
Whoops.
崎。
Well, it's my fault when she wakes up. Soda,
Just
pop.
opened her eyes when I went away to close my windows and she went back to sleep because she noticed I have the mic. So whenever she sees mics now, she tends to go on the couch instead of on me.
Well, yeah, because she's figuring out that when you have that mic on, you're busy.
No, she doesn't really care if I'm busy or not. She just knows she doesn't have the space to like lie on me.
Right. No, pop, soda, whatever you want to call it. I literally use soda and pop interchangeably because it pisses people off. Like, they'll be like, pop? What? No, it's soda. And then somebody else will be like, no, it's pop. And it's like, I call it both because fuck the system. Much like I say,
That's
fuck
not
the...
a way to say dad.
What? Pop? No, like some people call like soda pop, and it's I don't even know where it came from, but yeah, I
I'm
use.
pretty sure I heard that before. That's why I'm confused.
No, people have called pop. People use pop for dad as well. I don't know. It's the English language. It's fucked.
You say that to a French girl. Fuck.
It
My language is more fucked than yours. Makes no sense.
You are correct. We were literally talking about that yesterday, weren't we?
Oh, yesterday. Oh my god.
Oh.
Like, the cat have a thing. Like, it's been a month.
Yeah.
Under the TV, there's like a desk. And she keeps opening the drawers. And yesterday, for like 3 hours straight, and you can ask Shaggy, he can tell you, I've been telling her to get off the thing. And whenever I would tell her to get off, she would run away. And as soon as I look at the computer, she would go back. But like for 3 hours straight until she was tired.
Yeah, then when she was
She
tired,
never listens and she never abandoned.
you were cussing at that cat the entire time, and then as soon as she came over and started wrestling with you and sleeping, you immediately turned into the cat mom. Just, mom, baby, sha. Mom, baby, sha. It was adorable, but it's still like on a dime. You change between loving and hating that cat.
Yeah.
There we
She's
go.
troublesome.
Fluffy explained it. That's how it works. West of the Rockies is soda, east is pop. That's kind of how it divides up over here. I use both because, again, it pisses people off and it's funny. Soda pop, soft drink, but never pop alone. Again, it's the English language. It's fucked.
Make a mix of them and call it soap. Oh wait.
Okay, so I think Ayumi's having a mental breakdown after exercising 3 ghost children.
幽霊と喋ってるとどんどん自分が死に近づいていく感覚がする。わかる？だんだん
So I'm not wrong in thinking the early chapters had less voice acting, am I?
Yeah.
Because I swear
And
now
this
almost
does as well. Oh, wow. Ah.
high fructose carbonated beverage. I feel like I need a monocle when I say that. High fructose carbonated beverage.
I just want to say something random in
篠崎
French.
わかった
With a classy beach voice.
俺がやるから
Yes. Or I could try to do.
Avez-vous demandé un soda pop?
I could be like I could be like Orson Welles in that in the outtakes for a champagne commercial where it's just like, the French. I need to show you those sometimes. Orson Welles is like drunk off his ass in these outtakes, and he's supposed to be talking about how it's high class French champagne, and he's so drunk off his ass he sits there for a few seconds after they call action, and then he realizes they called action, and he just kind of goes, the French. If you ever see anybody in my chat say the French, that's what they're referencing. I'll show you it sometime. Alright, Mochida's being a boss.
Shake.
Well, that's new. Oh, no.
Oh, it's the thing from the first chapter.
I know what that is, actually.
Someone really angry because they don't like being shaken.
Someone really angry because they don't like me done doing all his hard work. All his hard work of traumatizing, tormenting, and killing children. Freddy Krueger,
It's
motherfucker.
like, just imagine. I just imagine myself asking someone to have a pop and they'd be like, what? They'd definitely be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I have no clue how close we are to the end of the game, by the way. Whoa, what the hell? I have no clue what's going on right now. I want to know.
They are back to the original place.
Yeah, but is it real or an illusion?
No, it's real. From my memory, it's real.
Wait. Ayumi, are you okay?
しっかりしろよおい
No, she's taking a little sleep time. She's fine.
After that, she should. Well, the cool kids survived. I think we can all go home now.
篠崎
I don't
おい
I don't give enough of a fuck about everybody else. Fuck you, Satoshi.
菱沼
I mean, beside Naomi, Moshiki is fucked, Satoshi is sister, no one cares.
Shaggy, huge earthquake, and chairs and tables to fall. Video game. RPG Maker video game. I'm not gonna question it. Also, for people who were here earlier in the chat, earthquake and no borer worm either. Or whatever the hell that thing was called. The burrower worm. It's a graboid from Tremors. Okay, so before the show, I was showing like, you know, before the show, I was showing like before the show, yeah, but before this, I was showing like my old commercials and some short films and whatnot. And one of them was a short little creepy video that starts out as a California earthquake PSA warning you about dangers of earthquakes, how to act in an earthquake, stuff I learned when I was a kid, even though we don't get earthquakes over here.
Sorry, I keep yawning.
Earthquack. We don't get earthquakes over here.
No, don't fucking make fun of me. I was saying I was yawning. I never said earthquake. Fuck the fucking duck.
You want to laugh? You know something my sister used to do when she was younger? Because she found out that if she would jab her finger into the spot between my neck and my collar, and it would make me make this stupid...
Speak, Donald!
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
What the fuck?
It goes like this!
Stop that!
You're welcome.
Stop it!
They have now received a demonstration.
I did not ask for a demonstration! Damn it! Yeah, but there you go. Speak, Donald. Quack.
Talk
Don't
about
make...
to do sex machina.
I didn't know she knew I was at my door when I started talking about it.
That's what you get for talking shit behind people's back. The Christian's divine punishment. Sister attack.
The funniest part about that is that's the sister I get along the best with. You know, the one who assaults my neck and makes me make choking noises. That's the one I get along best with. She actually
Everyone knows you love to be abused anyway.
it's true.
This explains that.
Don't make her angry, Shaggy, or she'll make your stream hers again. Oh, like she hasn't already. Everyone came in here and said hi to her first. I got some sneaky siblings there. Okay, let's see what happens. Because I'd like to at least finish this chapter before we, you know, screw around anymore.
見てみろよ周り俺も信じらんねえんだけど
Well, enough time has passed that nobody can clip that anymore, at least. Y'all need to be quicker.
Unless...
Y'all need to be quick. Y'all need to be quick on that with the draw when you want to. That wasn't proper. You need to be quick on the draw there if you want to clip stuff like that. Hey, I just said hey,
Well,
Fluffy. You are
get
my
ready.
Fluffy. You are my friend, and I thank you for it. Fluffy is the only one around here who even remotely respects me. Everyone else just wants to kill me, or eat me, or steal my soul, or sell my soul. If you were here right now, I'd be staring very pointedly at you, so I'm just staring very pointedly at your avatar instead.
I don't know why I don't feel accused of anything. I'm fine.
Yeah. Hey, you'll keep my... hey, Yui said she's going to try and loan my soul from you. You're going to keep it safe, right? And she, without missing a beat, just texts back how much money is she offering. No hesitation! She's just willing to loan my soul out to another ghost girl she barely even knows. Yui's cool, though. She'll buy your guitar... No! You will not buy mine. It is not for sale.
I can make you a good price. We're good friends.
No, see, the problem with that, Pete, is that Lise technically has my consent because I gave her that to mess with for herself. Oh, no. I've made mistakes.
I made it sign the paper is doomed.
And yeah, just so y'all are probably trying to figure out how this works between the actual Quinn and then the turtle. Technically speaking, the turtle and me are part and parcel of the same package. We're separate entities, but we're connected on like a soul level, which is why, as long as I exist, the turtle exists. As long as the turtle exists, I exist. If one of us stops existing, we both stop existing. There you go. That's how this is explained. Why are we linked like this? I don't fucking know. I just found the thing one day. Ask me like I know what's up with the Shaggy Turtle, like I made him up. Right. Now that I've made that sufficiently weird.
嘘。本当にここは
I thought she was going in for a hug, but no. She just passed by.
ほら
My bro gets no respect.
本当だ。見て見て。私の机。
ってことは
The chairs are so far from the blackboard.
Yeah.
これたのよ。
I know it was supposed to be vacations, but do they really need to put the tables that far?
だみろちくしゃ
If you cook the turtle, I get cooked too. Not exactly. We're not quite,
If you take out the shell, he loses his head.
Okay, so like when the turtle dies, he just suddenly respawns back in the pond. We don't know what happens to me because I don't leave the house ever.
You respawn in the house.
Maybe I
You
do. I
respawn in
don't.
the basement.
I have no clue how this works. Technically, I'm not the one related to eldritch beings. Shaggy is. Yeah, also, I really want to read this line, so fuck yeah! Suck on that, world! I love you, Shiki. But now they're going to realize that all their friends are still back in that world, and they're going to feel bad enough to go back because they're the cool kids.
If I was then, I wouldn't go back. Like, seriously, I'd be like, nope, have a nice day, friends. I love you. Die in peace. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Oh no, it was... I thought the cinematic was really long.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what was going on. Okay, I guess I gotta go.
Imagine you get a bad end because you didn't decided to go back to your friends.
Needle on the clock in the hall is pointing to 8, and there's not a soul in sight. Cool.
Yes, we sleeping in the school tonight.
Kenny's parents are very active. Yeah, that is how it works in the South Park universe. Literally, Kenny will die, and then the next day his mom gives birth to another baby. And it's Kenny again. South Park's fucking weird. Did someone mention eldritch beings? Yeah, that's right. Sewer Boss is
Kind of.
Sewer Boss is there. He is one of them.
Hey, do you have a minute to hear about our great Lord Chulu?
Oh, actually, here's the thing. You see the icon he used in the middle of those tentacles? That's his character's face. He actually has it rigged so that that mouth in the middle of his face moves with his It's really cool. Like he made a really cool outside of the box looking model.
For a second, I thought it was like a guy with a hot dog in the middle of his face.
Nope, that's Sewer Boss's mouth. It's very cool actually.
I see.
He usually streams.
From afar, it looks like a hot dog.
By the time he's streaming, you're already asleep. Otherwise, I would have invited you to see it once in a while. The night of the day he died, the next day baby's in elementary. Yeah, the baby grows up fast too, I remember. It's fucking weird. I haven't watched that much South Park, but I know some of the weird lore of it, and it's like, I
know my uncle was watching it when I was a kid and I found it scary, so I never watched it ever again. So I've never watched any episode of that.
It can make
Because when I was a kid, I was scared of it, and as a grown-up, I'm like, I'm not scared anymore, I just don't want.
It can make me laugh sometimes, but the thing about South Park, and the thing you have to accept, is that South Park makes fun of everybody. No topic
I heard
is...
about that. Oh,
Huh?
an exception to one thing that I saw, it was like on Facebook, I think. It was like a small part of an episode, and it was about like some kind of kidney replacement or something.
Uh-oh.
That's the only thing I saw.
Yeah, my relationship with South Park is that I haven't watched enough of it to say I like it, but I don't hate it. And I know for a fact that it makes fun of people. I'm so used of being made fun of for, my condition, my way of living, my religion. All of that's been made fun of to death, so literally anything they can say to me doesn't affect me whatsoever. But then that leads to the funny part of South Park, which is when you see somebody who loves the show until the show makes fun of them, and then they hate the show. I've seen it happen so many times. Like, oh, I love South Park, it's amazing, and then it makes fun of conservatives, and it's the worst show ever. I can't believe they ruined South Park. It happens. You know what's funny is that I don't remember a thing about it, but I swear to you, my dad had to have been watching the South Park movie when I was a kid because I saw scenes from it that I should not have seen.
Well, I wasn't supposed to look at that, but like I remember when I was a kid, I was at my grandparents' place, and my uncle would just watch that on TV. And since I was a kid, I didn't know it was like another thing.
Exactly.
And whenever people would tell him it's not a show for kids, he was like, "But it's a cartoon."
Oh yeah, that old chestnut. It's a cartoon. The kids will be fine. You know what I can't believe? I can't believe that's still a thing even today when adult cartoons are more like prevalent than ever. I heard that apparently somebody out there, I can't verify if it's true, but apparently the Amazon Prime show Invincible apparently somebody turned that on for their kids to watch because, oh, it's a superhero show. You know, completely ignoring the obvious bloodstains on the front of the images and the TVMA rating, which, you know, is like one of the highest ratings you can give a TV show for ages. And the fact that, you know, the first episode of Invincible, it's all normal superhero shenanigans, like you're used to it. And then it ends with the Superman equivalent, Omni-Man, flying in and viciously murdering all the other members of the big superhero team of the show, the Guardians of the Globe, which is basically the Justice League. So yeah, bootleg Superman flies in and kills the rest of the Justice League, and it is gory as fuck. He beats one guy over the head with a mace that the Wonder Woman character had. He tears one character's face off. He crushes some dude's head between his skulls, beheads somebody. The Wonder Woman one gets it really harsh because he snaps her neck like all the way around, and you can tell she's still alive when her neck's snapped around for a few seconds until she starts coughing up blood and then she dies. It's brutal. So yeah, imagine a kid watching their superhero show and suddenly that happens. Because people are idiots.
I mean, classic Doki Doki situation.
Oh, Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, I'm still angry YouTube took down my video on that because it was quote-unquote too violent. Yeah.
But not the actual game.
Well, I mean, I was trying to showcase that, yes, anime aesthetics do not automatically make something for kids, nor is it appealing to kids. I used a lot of images from, like, the typical stuff like Madoka Magica, Magical Girl Site. I used some Evangelion footage. I think when I crossed the line, I will admit, I think I know where I crossed the line with YouTube, and it made them take on my video after, like, 5 years of it being up. At the end of it, just to show how really fucked up an anime can be in terms of gore, I showed clips from Genocyber, which is an anime I don't even like. But I showed clips from Genocyber, which is violent as fuck, and I think that might have been what pushed it over the line.
Maybe. I'm pretty sure, like, if we ever find a way to edit my needy girl over those videos, that I'm pretty sure it will get a pass just because it looks anime.
Right. Apparently, video stores back in the day put Legend of the Overfiend in the cartoon section. Oh, yeah. They did. La Blue Girl as well was also found in kids sections occasionally. I think Ninja Scroll ended up there once. I've heard some stories. Cheerful fact.
Saying,
decapitation does not result in immediate death. Yeah,
it's a fact. It's a fact.
It's a horrifying fact.
Actually, in the I forgot the name in English, but in the Moyen Âge, when people were like, not, I forgot the word in English. Like when you take care of the blade to make it more sharp. You got the word or not?
Okay, can you repeat the question again so I can make sure I have an answer?
Like when you got a blade and you take care of it to make it more sharp. How do you call that?
Polishing it?
Yeah, polishing it. If axes and stuff like that were used at the time to cut necks were not polished enough, they would have to do the thing like 2 or 3 times for it to work, even more sometimes, and the people would feel the pain every single time until they really die.
Yes,
and I remember like when I was in school, like when I was like 13 or 14, we watched a movie. I think the English name was Freedom or something like that, and there is this one scene where actually I think it was a queen or some like high class lady was supposed to get her neck like cut in two, and the guy didn't like sharpen enough the blade, and you see her like having to be hit a few times before dying, and she's screaming, and you're like, ooh. But yeah, it's a thing. And they show that in the movie. I'm not sure about the title, but they show that.
Yeah, well, there's been adult cartoons for years. People are just stupid and don't want to watch after their kids. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
So much talking, and we haven't even seen if we're at the end of this. Oh, okay, so she's... That's all she says. So what are we wandering around looking for? The cliche Arrow anime. Yes, that is the one, Petite. It's like the most boilerplate hentai plot. Well, like, it's basically like your typical demonic invasion anime, but with lots of sex scenes. Mommy, why are the rabbits bleeding? Ah, watership down. More nightmare fuel. Okay, so Cat Culture Festival and all that. We don't say hentai in Japan for manga and anime. So yeah, I guess it's hard to put that into explaining, but it's basically just the difference between cultures where we just call everything like one blanket term. Coined by American Otaku, it is, but honestly, I think it's probably here to say because it's just easier to refer to the whole of pornographic manga and anime as hentai. Because hentai just literally means pervert, from what I remember. So yeah, it's probably just how that's going to be. That's probably just how it's going to be called, to be honest.
I remember like this one time in my town, I was going to a bookstore that is pretty well known, and they had like a few mangas. They don't have many, but they have a few ones. And there was like this one gore manga that I know. I forgot the title, but I know it's a gore thing. And another that was definitely a hentai that I know that got a series recently, actually. And
yeah, you would
and,
know that.
It was like at the bottom of the shelf, and I expected it to be on top so the kid wouldn't reach it. And a girl was working there. I asked her if it was normal for it to be down there because kids were like watching all the titles and checking inside of it. And she was like, "Oh, this is just all a child book, so it's just drawings and stuff." And I was like, "No, check those two." And I give her the two books. Like, just scroll quickly inside, give her the books, and she's like, "Ah, yes, we should probably change the place." And I was like, "Girl, you didn't even check. That's literally your job." The fuck?
It's literal.
But yeah,
porn, put it up.
like I said before, the immediate response was, "Oh, but it's just a drawing. It's for kids." And I was like, "No." Like literally, one of them, the title, I remember it because I know the series. It's called World End RM. Like literally.
Oh, that one.
If you just check that, you know.
Yeah, it literally just got a series, and surprise, surprise, Twitter didn't like it.
Surprise. It got extremely censored as well, so I don't know why they even made the series if they wanted to censor it instead of putting it like on the usual, porn websites.
I don't know. I think
I don't know. That was really weird.
I have a theory that maybe they saw how popular Interspecies Reviewer got, and they thought maybe they could repeat that, but they didn't want to actually go all the way with it.
Oh, this manga, I also see a lot of it in Cultura. Like, I don't go in Cultura much, but whenever I go there, I see it like on top on the books, and I'm like, why?
I find the show funny somewhat, but I've seen better fan service.
I'm kind of
anime.
curious about watching it. I just saw a few scenes from it. I was like, what the fuck? But it kind of makes me want to watch it someday.
Interspecies Reviewer is funny, but I think as far as the fan service in it goes, I've seen better fan service anime. Just saying. Yeah, we got a bunch of people reading things. It was just plain eerie watching the owl pluck up one of the rabbits, and all it remembers. Yeah, right. Watership Down. That's how it happens. Petite explaining Japanese terms for what we've been discussing: erotic anime, erotic manga. In Japan, in convenience stores, there's often the porn magazines at Kids Eye View. In Japan, it's a lot more lax on sexuality than no more magazines in convenience stores anymore. The thing is that Japan's weird because at the same time it's very like publicly Japan is very restrictive in its sexuality, and yet in other ways is a lot more open than the USA is. Whereas we try to quote unquote encourage sexuality, but the moment we have anything,
that's the duality of it. That's kind of the duality of it. I've seen a lot of things about that actually.
Yeah,
I don't know what about it, but I've seen a lot of things.
It's a difference in cultures, really. Like, just America has this thing against boobies for some reason. Which is pretty strange considering I think boobs are pretty fucking amazing. I'm just saying.
This is where the conversation is going, guys.
So what I'm doing right now is wandering around I'm wandering around the classroom until I feel bad that my friends aren't here. More booba! See, Zatara's on my side.
Yeah, Zatara.
Heck, if any of you are following me on Twitter, y'all know I've been drawing stuff lately. I do not shy away from what I draw.
Meanwhile, I do.
帰ってこられない。
Okay, she's just saying the same thing. Okay, what else do I have to check? Literally hammering the action button just to see what else we can do.
Check the windows outside, maybe? See if there's someone outside to see if it's really the class or not. Outside, not in the corridor.
Well, no, I already checked the windows over here. Nothing.
Check his place, maybe. He said his seat was close to ours.
Well, I already checked all the desks over here as well. His desk's right here. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Go in the middle of the room, maybe? Like there?
He already mentioned that.
Look outside again. The doors this time.
Oh, that changed. Okay. Okay, let's see what else here. Our tutor said growing up, knowing we would easily watch porn on computers if we wanted, even if they locked it, they said to be careful and those don't reflect reality. Which is what you should do. You educate children on how this stuff actually... Well, not children, but you... Once they're at the age where you become aware of sexuality, because as a kid who grew up... You know, as a kid, there's a point where you're too innocent to know what that stuff is, and then once you know what it is, it should be the job of your parents or your teachers to inform you of how the shit works. But nobody wants to talk about it. Meanwhile, my parents just handed me a book and I read about how it worked, and then they regretted that because I wouldn't shut up about it. Yeah, even on the PSP and Vita.
I got both. Like, I got school informations, which was extremely awkward, and like the random book.
Oh,
Except I didn't talk about it. My mom was like, "You learned something?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Well, again,
I gave no fuck at the time.
I was a weird kid. I learned how it worked, and I thought it was amazing, but that was about it. I was like, wait, that is a thing that can happen, and that's how babies are made as well? The human body's fucking amazing! That was me at 8 years old.
I thought exactly the opposite. I was like, ooh. And now I'm like, eh.
The human... Son, this is why tentacle monsters are bad. I don't want to know how old you were the first time I saw porn. I feel like I was probably older than most people on this server were when I finally saw porn when I was a teenager. Because I wasn't a kid. I was a teenager by the time I actually saw something. And my initial reaction was I probably shouldn't have seen that. But that's because I was raised in a Christian household. So, yeah.
Meanwhile, I've seen a lot of things as a kid and teenager. Not because I wanted to, but because my friends kept showing that to me.
Well, also, and forgive me if I'm assuming things, you also live in France, and they've always been a little bit more open about that sort of thing.
More
Yes
or
and
less.
no?
Like they explain it in schools and stuff, and some
Yeah.
parents really don't care. So more open, yes. At the same time, it's not the kind of thing you can talk about with everyone.
Right.
Some people are super open. Some people just talk only about that. Like I have one coworker that keeps making sex jokes all the time.
Right. We have those in America, though, to be fair.
And beside that, there are some people who are extremely against it. Like you can have anything and everything, literally.
Yep.
So more open, it depends.
And again, I lived in a Christian household. I keep having to explain to people that it's not as sheltered as you would think, but again, I was in a Christian household. So yeah, obviously, explicitly pornographic materials didn't even come inside of our house usually, unless somebody had it like on their phone or something. But yeah, no, it was just one of those things where it was we didn't bother with it, and whenever I got my hands on something that I knew I probably shouldn't have, I would guard it and not let people know I had it. Like when my parents bought me a Nintendo DS RPG, Luminous Arc, and Luminous Arc had it was a strategy RPG, but it had dating sim elements in it, and the dating sim elements included some very fan servicey cutscenes, and I quite liked them, to be honest. I don't think the characters in Luminous Arc aged all that well. They were kind of cliche, but when you're a teenager getting exposure to the more fan-service side of anime, yeah, no, that sticks with you. I don't know if I'll ever play Luminous Arc on here. I don't think strategy RPGs make for great streams. France, USA, Germany are the 4 master countries of porn. Yes. And yet we all make really different and really weird shit. Okay, so apparently nobody's here at the school.
Monster is awake. Ah, she biting.
Hello,
Boy,
Salem.
boy. Boy, boy.
We've missed
Boy,
you.
boy. Boy, boy on your nose. Haha.
Yours were pretty restrictive.
Yeah.
Your parents had HBO and MTV gutted from your cable package. I never even got cable as a kid. I'd only ever see cable stuff if I went over to a friend's house.
Un câlin.
At home, I had what was ever on the regular TV channel, so I watched a lot of PBS growing up. Cartoons were usually only on Saturdays on Fox and WB. Fox and WB had all the good kids shows. Even once we got to the later years where they weren't making as many great ones, you could still find some decent stuff like Teen Titans. The 2003 Ninja Turtles was really fun. And even though people consider them terrible dubs and adaptations, which they were, I really enjoyed whenever 4Kids would air some sort of anime, because that was the anime I could get on TV. So I watched a lot of... I watched a lot of Sonic X, Kirby Right Back at Ya. What was the other anime? I used to watch the One Piece 4Kids dub. And here's the thing, it's terrible in retrospect, but when you're a kid and you're just watching One Piece, and it's an anime, and it's like, it's got these pirates going on these weird, wacky adventures, and there's action, I didn't care. I was a kid, I was watching anime pirates, it was cool. First time chat from Infocon, Rutro. Infocon, welcome. Glad you could join us. One of your friends told me that often they forgot to relock adult channels after school, so she's seen stuff. Her parents forget. Yeah, right. It's... yeah. I mean, usually when a kid finds porn for the first time, it's by accident. Or it's either by accident or they had a friend that got a hold of the stuff themselves and were like, hey, I found the coolest thing, come here. Look at that, it's boobs. That right there is the teenage mind in a nutshell. Look at that, it's boobs. Because nobody lets you talk about it, therefore it's cool. So her parents were whacking it and forgot to turn it off. I think Infocon walked on in the middle of this and is just trying to figure out what this conversation is. Escaflowne was one of the weirdest choices I've seen 4Kids cover. That show was way too ultraviolent for grade schoolers to see. Right? It's weird. Man, I should go finish Escaflowne. I wanted to start it. It looked cool, but I didn't actually go that far into it. I've seen some scenes from later on in the show that made me want to watch it. There's a bit where the main guy dude, that's a proper term. He like goes crazy and murders a bunch of villains, and it was super violent and got me interested. And then I found out, oh, this is like an isekai shoujo type thing as well. It's got like a mix of genres. It looked really cool, but I never went and watched it because I am the master at procrastinating. Speaking of procrastination, we're still stuck here on this story because we keep stopping to talk about everything. Alright, at nighttime. Yeah, I know about this sort of stuff. Anyway. We should really continue with this and see if we can actually finish this chapter before this. So thunder and rain grow in intensity. The windows began to condensate with moisture, turning white in contrast to the corridor sea of black.
これ現実かさっきまでの夢だったんじゃないか
No. No, it was
こ
not.
こで何やってんだろうほら
I was about to say, hey, you're all alone in a room with a girl. I mean... No, just kidding, please, people don't do that. Oh boy.
Fuck.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, mon bébé chat? Y'a pas de miaou. Qu'est-ce que t'as?
Yeah, I'm asking the same
You hear
question.
Mew?
Yashiki. Yeah, I can hear her. That cat has a that cat has an adorably high pitched meow.
Coucou.
お前は
Ah, she's back at it.
Of course. Back to the door.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais là?
ちょうどこんな
T'as pas le droit.
雨の放課後のことでした。
File de là.
Yes, Crow, I will cast magic missile at the darkness. I'm sure that will help the situation immensely.
私が誘拐された。私はお母さんと喧嘩をしてしまいました。何を言ってるの？
わかんねえ。
Y
お
retourne
母さんと顔を合わせるのが嫌で。
Oops, I keep doing that. My fingers twitch sometimes.
Là, tu viens là avec moi, tu casses pas les pieds. Reste.
そうしたら私の隣に吉和先生
I'm
が
back.
座って
With the cat in my arms. Look, finished.
I mean, I would look if I actually had the option to look, but I can't.
言ってくれたのです。
Alright.
She accepted the sentence. She's not falling asleep in my arms, but she's heavy.
You know,
Fat cat.
it's weird because while this game isn't technically scary in the traditional sense, my stomach starts turning in knots when we start talking about the actual backstory here. It's some sick, fucked up shit.
私は好きでした。けれど。 お兄さん。
At least it wasn't closet time with Michael Jackson. Holy shit, Infocon! That's fucking dark! Woo! I think I'm just gonna walk away from that joke. I don't have a way to follow that up.
ごめんなさい。カンナ、ユキちゃんも。さっきはありがとうございます。殺された私たちを成仏させようとしてくれて。
結局成仏はできたのか。
いいえ。あなたたちから言葉を奪った。抜き取られた舌は返したし、あなたたちにひどいことをした。やっぱり許せ。私たちの成仏に許す、許さないという。それぞれ
I'm just gonna slowly moonwalk away from that one.
I didn't understand the joke, but that one right there is kind of
Oh,
funny.
let's just say Michael Jackson has been accused both while he was alive and posthumously of very terrible things he may or may not have done. It differs depending on who you ask. I don't know which direction I slide in because I don't want to research it to find out the truth. I don't want to know. I would rather just not think about it in that case.
She's
I
the
will
cat
let-
heard the neighbor and she's growling like a dog.
You know, I can kind of imagine it because I've seen cats growl, but the fact that she's growling at something she can't even see.
Whenever she hears the neighbor, she starts growling.
I'm gonna need to be careful when I get around that cat. I feel like I'm gonna have to let her get used to my presence first.
But the reason why my hand was cut open was because the kids made a scene about being scared about her, even though they weren't really scared. So yeah.
Yep. Nah, here's the thing. I've been around cats before. So, like, I get how they behave. I just know that Salem will probably need to take some time to get used to me when I go over there.
Yeah, it depends on people. Some people she really accept them really fast, and some others she have trouble with them.
Yeah, no.
Like my last sister, she can't stand her. Like whenever she's staring at her, and she's really young, so she doesn't do like anything special. But she hurt her a bit, and now Salem is like really on the defensive.
I can imagine. Not to mention what happened last week as well.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, let's make... Yeah, next time they ask if they can come over to your house, you just remind them what they did this time and say no.
Yeah, I know, you told me about that.
懺悔とは犯人と被害者との間に存在して、それ単体で 私たちが天神小学校を異空間に閉じ込めている霊場の断片だから。だけど足りていないんです。
Still a fan of his work, but yeah, those lyrics. I don't know if this is a hot take. I like listening to the instrumental versions of Michael Jackson's music. I mean, his lyrics are fine. He was a good singer, but I like the backing of what he had there. Whoever was doing the background work on his stuff was fucking amazing. That's some good 80s music right there.
I mean, some artists and people made some great stuff, but are assholes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying, when it comes to me and Michael Jackson, I like his instrumental music more. Why are we never annoyed by ads in my channel? Because I'm not monetized, Petite. The day when my channel gets monetized, which I do plan to do just because I need the extra cash, I just don't have the ability to set it up right now. When that happens, you will get ads someday. It'll happen, and I apologize in advance for it. But I really do need to make some extra money at some point. I don't like inconveniencing people like that, but it is a thing that I will probably have to do at some point. Something I don't want to do ever, if I can avoid it, is I don't want to bother turning on the verification thing, because I know some people here, like Fluffy, don't even have cell phones to verify, so she couldn't watch my shows anymore. And I wouldn't want to make her miss out like that. But when it comes to ads, that'll probably happen someday, because, again, this is one of the few things I can do that actually can help me make a little bit of extra cash sometimes.
あれは
I'm waiting to see where this is going because I'm actually very interested. Ad timing on this platform is not good. It happens randomly, man. Like, pretty much randomly. I'll be in the middle of listening to a streamer tell a story, or they might be talking directly to me about something, and I'm trying to listen to what they're saying, and an ad pops up, and I feel like, I am so sorry, an ad popped up, and I didn't hear what you said. Ads won't give me much money, though. They won't. It's why I need to get an actual job, but we are not talking about that again. Sorry, I've explained that situation so many times that I am actually sick of it.
で
I'll fix it when I can actually fix it.
なんだって無関係の人間を何人も何人も閉じ込めてるんだ。俺たちをあそこに呼び寄せたのはお前ら子供の幽霊たちだろ。
それは違います。
だと
私たちは異空間をつなぎ止める歯車に過ぎなくて。
お前鈴本を殺したじゃねえかよ。待って。
もう少し聞こう。
Just doesn't pay attention to a streamer's ad settings. It's true. Even on my partner channels with dozens of views, ads don't give them much. I am aware. I am. It's pocket change, really. I get like maybe $100 a year from people, like birthday money. Sometimes I get it paid for watching people's animals. But I don't have a full-time job for reasons that are outside of my control. I've explained a lot of these before on here. Explaining it usually puts me in a bad mood, so that's why I'm trying to walk away from it, so I'd appreciate it if we drop talking about money at this point, please.
Just continue the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
お姉さんたちだけでも無事に遅れて。
Salem, arrête.
なんで急に俺たちを気遣うような言い方すんだよ。
私のお姉ちゃんに聞いたことがある。強い未練を残したまま暴力的に命を搾取された霊魂は普通の人でいうところの錯乱状態に近い状態でとどまってしまうって。いろんな感情や思いがごちゃ混ぜになってしまっているから、本来の優しい心と聖者への妬みや敵意の気持ちとをコントロールできずに感情がくるくる変わるって。
お前の姉さんって霊能師。
ちょっと違うけど。
Why do I have the feeling we might actually find out who her sister is in a later game? That feels like a weird thing to bring up and then not follow up on. And I haven't played Book of Shadows or Blood Drive. We'll get to those someday. Oh my gosh, he's not talking anymore. So what you're saying is this little girl and this creepy little girl we have before are two sides of the same coin?
だったらお願い。他の生きてるみんなも、持田くんや先生たちも連れてきてあげて。ねえ、できるんでしょ？うん、それは無理だと思う。どうして？あの空間はたくさんの無関係な命を食べ過ぎました。あそこで死んだ人たちの恨みの念が。
This is chapter 4. We're almost to the end of the game. We're gonna save chapter 5 for next time because it's a big ass chapter and I want to get through as much of it as we can.
行き場をなくした悲しい思いたちの影響で全ての霊がわずかに残った理性を失い始めています。私だってもうすぐ、生きてる人をただ無差別に襲うだけの怨霊になってしまいます。あなたも味方してくれなくなるのね。だったらなおさら急がなきゃ。何か持田君たちを助ける方法は。
Didn't I do 4 a few weeks ago? We did most of 4. We had to stop because it got late and Lisa needed to go to bed. We're finishing it here.
I think we got enough time to finish this one and get the 2 deaths we are missing.
Yeah, we
It
should.
might be easy to do.
Yeah.
And keep the next chapter for next week.
Exactly. We also unlocked new chapter 3. Yeah, we have some extra chapters we can do, but I don't know if I want to do those before we finish the main story.
お兄さんの知っている方法です。私たち天神小学校に児童4名誘拐殺害事件被害者にみんなを成仏させてくれれば、歯車を失った異空間はそうすればもしかしたら。
I had the wrong end. We have gotten a few wrong ends, yes, but we have one more. We have like a few more endings to get here, like deaths and whatnot. We're gonna try to actually finish this
But
up.
I'm pretty sure I know to get them. So
Yeah, we'll get those. Not to mention that weird ending we got in like chapter 3, where suddenly we got a spoiler that Miss Shishido died. And it's like, who does that?
yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
あ、戻るのかよ。
See you later. I'm not going back to nightmare school.
それにせっかく残りあと一人だと思ってたのに、済んだつもりのお前ら3人も成仏してなかったしよ。
どうしてさっきうちも持ったの？成仏できなかった理由。それは思い出したくないんです。でもどうしても知りたいのなら教えます。
Things are about to get fucked up.
あの時のこと。
篠崎。
Oh no, I know what she's doing. I know what she's doing.
Mind meld.
I know what she's showing to her.
I figure you would.
私気絶したはずなのに意識
I remember watching the anime. That was the part that freaked me out the most. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, the part where you find out just what happened to these kids. Because
Yeah.
it's fucked.
Everything else is
フラだし
weird, but that is. Ugh.
Yep, well, we're about to experience that right now, so let's just be glad we're playing the version that doesn't have all the updated CGs.
なんか疲れた時になる金縛りみたい。
Sleep paralysis demon? Jesse Ventura, sleep paralysis demon? My box says VD.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh boy.
ここは体が動かない。
犯行現場で唯一生き残った赤いワンピースの女児篠崎幸子。
Okay, this is where
幸子の
Satoshi
家族は
was
事件
previously.
後怯えるように他県へ移っていったとされている。
Strangely, however, I've been unable to locate any other record of the Shinozaki family. No matter where I look, the only information I can find about them comes from newspaper reports on the Heavenly Host murders. Granted, when an elementary school becomes the stage for a grisly incident such as this, perpetrated by none other than the principal's own son, it stands to reason that the scandal would serve as the primary focus for public interest, with all other details fading into the background. So, of course, after learning that Sachiko is safe, further news of her whereabouts was largely ignored in favor of the media circus surrounding the school. But there's more to it than that. People weren't just uninterested in learning about Sachiko's history or whereabouts. There was simply no data to be had. I believe Cheetan is behind this? The live-action movie barely misses the suspense of the game. It's true. This game's gonna do the thing where it fucks with me using sound, isn't it? Hate that. I would rather not, Infocon.
developer probably hated kids.
I don't think they hated kids. I think they. I don't think they hated kids. I think they know that showing a character preying on kids like this would absolutely resonate with the audience as being just a vile act. It makes you uneasy. I don't think it's anything to do with the developer hating kids, and more with the fact that they knew this is a way to just squeak people out. It feels gross, it feels disgusting, and it makes you very uneasy, which is that's the overall thing with this particular game. This game, it's not scary in the traditional sense. It's reading the story and finding out what happens, combined with the atmosphere, the sound, the music. It gives you this sense of dread and uneasiness. It's a very effective horror story in that sense, because what's going on here is just absolutely fucked. These kids didn't deserve this. Four missing children were found in the basement room at Heavenly Host Elementary School, unused and officially sealed since the building's construction. When authorities entered, they were greeted with an inhumanly horrific sight. Based upon the evidence at hand, the murder weapon was determined to be a large pair of sewing scissors, found in the hands of the accused. Investigators suspected some hesitation on the man's part. However, as the deceased victim's wounds did not indicate that his full strength had been used. Nonetheless, he had clearly acted with extreme malicious intent. The official cause of death for the three murdered children had been listed as loss of blood following removal of the tongue. But the actual state of affairs was not quite so clinical, nor even so pleasant, if you can call it that. Or if you can believe that. I need to actually read. The following details have been extrapolated from information previously unreleased to the public, or at least previously unreported by news outlets. These details of the crime are based on the official police testimony of Sachiko Shimazaki herself. Evidently, the victims were bound, blindfolded, and spaced out on the floor, then killed one by one. One was repeatedly stabbed in the abdomen with the aforementioned pair of scissors, then had many of his internal organs forcefully dug out. His discarded innards were found partially buried beneath the earthen floor of the basement room. Another was stabbed in the head dozens upon dozens of times, to such an extent that all flesh and bone above her jawline was essentially minced away. Okay, that's what people are thinking. Villains aren't always relatable, sometimes they're just monsters wearing our skin. Uh-huh. There's some anime that Horror Masters wants to do as live, I forgot his name, but now he wants to do that stuff to kids, even if it's only a movie or a show. I don't know about it. One of the children? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No! The fact that she's staring at the screen of the camera is even worse.
That's definitely a twist from the original game. That's not what happened.
It was what happened in the anime, they kept the exact same scene.
Well, yeah, because the anime is based on this game.
And the anime, you can see that this exact same scene when she like brings the scissor closer to her eyes to really, really short.
Yep.
And
I've seen the scene.
yeah. Or at least they don't show.
No, they're not going to show that here. Again, this is an old version of the game. The third victim
The
was...
anime, c'est doux.
Oh yeah, the anime shows everything in full glory, so you know, if you're a sick freak who wants to see everything in the game done in...
If you're Morishige's long lost brothers, then here you go.
Exactly. I'm sure some people in here would definitely want to check out an anime version of this, though. We got some freaks in here. The third victim
Well,
was...
I watched the anime, so eh.
And I love you for it anyway. The third victim was stabbed in the left eye an indeterminate number of times, until her eyeball became soup-like in consistency. She was eventually just left like that, slowly bleeding to death in terrible agony, or horrible agony. I'm not good at reading. Strangely, it was only after these mutilations had already been inflicted that the killer went back and severed the victims' tongues. Learning the truth about these proceedings is shocking even to me, and makes it nearly impossible to accept the murderer as anything but a monster. And bearing witness to every moment of this was a 7-year-old girl named Sachiko. In many ways, she's the most pitiable and long-suffering of them all. I don't think that's the case anymore! But it was through her tearful, frightened testimony that Yoshikazu Yanagihori was officially charged. Now, going back to the hunt for information on this unfortunate girl's whereabouts, it was her words that ultimately led to Yoshikazu's sentencing. Therefore, it comes as no real surprise that sensitive information pertaining to her and her family would be withheld. That's to be expected. What's not expected, however, is that there's not even the slightest trace of information left to find. It's as if it simply never existed. Therefore, I can't help but consider alternate possible explanations. And I remind you, this is mere conjecture. But one question keeps nagging at the back of my mind. Was Yoshikazu Yanagihori really the murderer of these 3 victims? Is it possible this crime was not actually perpetrated by him at all? Think about it. In his final days, Yoshikazu was incapable of communicating with others through speech. And despite his childlike reversion, he'd always been a personable and friendly man. As the saying goes, he wouldn't have hurt a fly. All his relatives, friends, and neighbors confirmed as much shocked to hear that such a kindly man could commit these unconscionable atrocities. He certainly had no motive for the crime, either. There was nothing for him to gain from it. Then again, he may have simply lost his mind. Look at his father. It was around that same time that Principal Takamine Yanagihori suddenly began speaking in tongues and acting in a most peculiar way. Not to mention scribbling incomprehensible gibberish all over his walls, as if possessed. He seemed frightened of someone, and would often be found crouching in the corner of his office, moaning and thrashing when visitors came by. If he could wind up in such a beleaguered state with no warning, then perhaps so too would his son. I believe that we're looking at a curse far more powerful than anything man could devise. From the time it opened its doors to the day it closed them forever. Heavenly Host Elementary School's sealed basement room has existed as some form of cursed ground. And to find the underlying cause, we must go back beyond the infamous kidnapping and murder incident. Back a whole 20 years. I believe I may have found a clue that could shed some light on the situation. It may be a bit far-fetched as leads go, but it is a lead nonetheless. Regrettably, since Heavenly Host was not the only closed down, but demolished altogether, and another school built in its place, it's no longer possible to investigate the basement room directly. But my protege has found what may be the next best thing. Something that could make the impossible possible once more. Preparations are being made to pursue this lead even now.
詳しくは次回の連載にてお伝えしたいと思う。楽しみにお待ちいただきたい。
And the game's speaking for me now. Code Kabiki, 2003, 722. The music just suddenly went super hard. Continued in Chapter 5. Let's get in. Holy shit, this music rocks. Okay, if that scene happens like it was, okay, but we got to know, yeah. Yeah, of course she survives. He was the killer, but they didn't know that. That's a twist. And I'm pretty sure that was
That's the only thing that Ayumi knows.
That's... Oh, gosh. That was not in the original game as far as I remember. Like, the original 90s version. which again is a freeware game you can find a remake of online in Windows Maker, not Windows, RPG Maker 2003, I think it was. That's new. That's fucked up. I didn't know about that. Okay. Well, now I really want to know where this story's going. Damn. Alright, so I hated Chapter 3, but then Chapter 4 starts up and I'm disappointed, and then Chapter, okay. How did this chapter go from being the worst chapter to the best chapter? How did that happen? Like, we started it last time, and then suddenly that opening scene happens. And then by the end of this, I'm like, this might actually be the best part of the story yet. I didn't see that twist coming. What the fuck?
It's funny because I thought you knew about that. I'm glad that he didn't tell you.
No! I didn't know about it at all! I didn't realize Sachiko was the killer all... What? That's new!
She was.
That's new! What the fuck?
And I believe in chapter 5 you will learn why she's the killer. If it follows the anime, you will learn why.
Oh, I'm interested in finding out why. You run around half the time looking for a place to pee. Yeah, chapter 3. Fuck that. A great ending cutscene can change your mood. It can! Wow, what the fuck? Okay. So we have two possible bad endings here, right? One is the pool thing.
Actually, you're missing only one, so I believe it's only the pool.
Well, it's either the pool or it's the wrong tongue. I don't know what happens when we get the wrong tongue.
Get the pool at least, and if you get an achievement, then it means you got them all.
Okay, we'll see what happens if we drain the pool without rescuing Ayumi first. I should open up my latest, like my oldest save file.
Maybe.
Yes. Let's see if the pool's still... Okay, how do I make this open? I don't remember, actually.
Maybe you should have chosen the second one.
We'll see. We'll go back to the menu and see. Oh, wow. Why did I drop all my frames there? That was weird. So, yeah. Okay. I'm still sitting here trying to process what the fuck I just watched. I love it when I'm not spoiled on a story.
I didn't?
Yeah, no, you didn't spoil me? Nope, I didn't know that was gonna happen. That was a genuine surprise. Alright, yeah, we can set this up here. Alright. Apologies in advance, we're about to go back out into the rain, and that means we're gonna have a bunch of frame skipping. I cannot stop it from doing that. I apologize. Bear with me here, chat. Okay, we're gonna tell her to go back inside, and then she's gonna get dunked in the pool. And then we're gonna go do the thing we should not do. You need to sleep a bit? That's fine. We appreciate you turning up all the same. Door is locked. Okay, there's a way to open that. Obviously.
Hello.
Bye.
No.
Thanks for turning in. Thanks for coming in, Misaki. Enjoy your rest.
Bye bye, Misaki.
Again, I apologize for the frame skipping, chat. It's literally the rain. Yeah, let's get this key.
Salam.
Oh my god, and now I know who that was that shoved her in. The childish voice that said, "I've had enough." I know who that is. That's Sachiko. Oh my gosh, no. No, this makes everything so much worse. Okay, let's see if this is a wrong end. Alright, let's see if that does the thing. Let's see how fucked up this gets, chat. Oh, I heard that. Ooh. Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
That was definitely a death scene. Let's see this.
And the timer stopped.
Chat, you already... you won't be able to see too much of it, but we're about to go see some fucked up shit. Oh. Oh. Oh.
篠崎じゃないか。
Oh, that's
なんでこんな
fucked.
ことに。うわー、篠崎。
D&D is about to start, so you gotta get ready, stay frosty. Hey, Sewer Boss. Hey, and you all saw the end of Chapter 4, so there you go. You, yeah. Class dismissed, I guess. Yeah, go have fun, Sewer Boss. Enjoy your D&D. Oh, wow.
Salim!
Chunky spaghetti sauce. Yes, Zatara.
Freaking cat. Mais... Tu veux... Descends là. Je quitte. Oh mon Dieu.
Okay, I don't know when it'll stop with the encoding overload. I am about to turn the game off after this just because we've gotten as far as we can without starting Chapter 5. Because I think that was the... Yep, there we go. Slaughter of Sorrow. Look at that. Every chapter, every death.
So,
all we have left is...
you get all the death of chapter...
Yes. Yes, we did.
Chapter 4.
Sewer Boss also ducked out. He has D&D to go prep for. We, yeah. Okay. I don't know what we're gonna do now. We, have to save, part 5. We have to save chapter 5 for next week. Oh, well, there we go. Nice. And suddenly I am invested in the story again, after the last 2 chapters really made me not care. Now I actually want to see what, like, now I want to know what happened to,
It's for next week.
oh, wow. Oh, no. Why did the game do that to me? Oh, no. That's not fair. Oh, that's not fair at all. Okay. Well. That got fucked up. I'm not sure what to do now that... Okay, so it's like 4:15 over here. Midnight's in like 2 hours for you, I believe, right?
Yeah.
You got any preferences on what we do now?
I don't know.
You don't know?
On the second.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking right now. Like, if you're ready to just call the stream here, we can do that. Let me go see
Well,
if...
you could continue the stream, but I'm not feeling like...
I know. Well, let me see if Viscera's live yet. No, Viscera's not live yet. That'll happen at some point, I'm pretty sure. Let me go check her announcements just to make sure I'm not missing something. Because I did want to raid her today when she does her reveal. Oh, it might be at a different time. It might be a different time zone. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, new form. Oh, it's at 7 p.m. Oh, I'm not gonna... Well, unless I stream without you after this. Maybe I'll do like a secondary stream after I do a little bit of work. I could do that.
You can continue this one. I can do something else on the side. I go to bed soon anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can do that. It's fine.
I guess. No, thank you for coming back and doing some more of this. This is always fun.
You're welcome.
I feel like chat very much enjoyed getting to have you back. You all liked having Lise back, right? It's always nice having her around here. I can tell people, this is going to be really silly and childish, but for people who didn't know from my Twitter or Discord stuff, Neon Arcade, Grant from Neon Arcade, a channel Wireboss told me to raid a while back. He actually gave me some tips to help me fix my old CRT. And you can't see right now, but you can at least hear it when I push the button. I think you can hear it. Did you hear the TV turn on at all?
Not at all.
Well, can you at least push the button when I go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, my TV works again. My recording TV. It's back, and it makes me very happy because I like recording things with my recording TV. The screen seems fine. It does occasionally do a tracking issue, but nothing too annoying. It's fine, honestly. I'm very happy to have this back. Well, something I could stand to do is change the color warmth. There we go. Sharpness. This should be fine. So yeah, it makes me very happy. And yeah, see, people are glad to have you back. We missed you around here.
Thanks.
Yep. Anyway, so she's not going to be on until 7 p.m., which is where my mistake was. I always forget that we, like, live in different time zones, so that makes it a little difficult. Doesn't seem like anybody else is live to raid yet, so I guess I can maybe stick around. I don't know. I wasn't quite expecting it to be done that far. Last week when we stopped it felt like there was a lot more to do at that point, after how long the first puzzle to get the first tongue was. But this time they just gave us the last tongue. Like, they literally gave it to us. They just said, yeah, nah, no puzzle. We'll just use this opportunity to show you just how completely fucked in the head Morishige is.
Yeah.
Fair enough, I guess. Oh my gosh, I just realized how long Chapter 5 is going to be with all of those endings and how many ends it has to wrap up.
Oh.
Oh, that's going to be a long-ass chapter. Oh boy.
She heard a loud bang that was Salem missing her jump.
I actually kind of guessed that must have been what that was. I've heard a cat miss its jump more than a few times in my life. They think they're like the most graceful animals in the universe and that they can make literally any jump. And then they don't. Why do I get the feeling this meme you posted in the Impact channel of your chat might actually be us at some point? I'm just going to be laying there alone, and you're going to be on the other side with your giant pillow, and it's going to be like, damn it. You would do that to me. Oh, it's 4:20 p.m. I think Fluffy knows what that time means. I don't have any weed. Although, Lise was here yesterday when I informed my brother of the PS2's hidden weed compartment. He did not believe me.
Oh, yeah.
There's this slot on the back of the PS2 underneath where the disc drive is. It's this big open spot. And I just open it up and I'm like, see, that's the secret weed compartment. You can put your weed in there. And he was like, it is not. And it's like, it is. It's totally the weed compartment. It's not for anything else. Definitely not for an online modem to play Final Fantasy XI. Yeah, that was fun though. I'd use the PS2 more if it wasn't like an uncooperative piece of shit. Like another thing, yesterday when me and Lise were talking and I was watching her play Final Fantasy XIV, I had my PS2 on the side trying to make it read a single disc, and it would not read it the entire 2 hours I was trying to make it work. It was just annoying as fuck. I could just use the PS2 emulator on my computer, but I feel like it just kind of defeats the purpose of what I'm trying to do. And maybe I'm just whining. I don't know. And all this time you're sticking your weed in the memory card slot. I don't think it fits there. So, Corpse Party Chapter 4. You seem to have a pretty good idea what was going to happen.
Yeah, I knew what was going to happen.
Meanwhile, I'm just getting blindsided by, wait, this wasn't in the original. Neither was that. What the fuck's happening? I did not approve of any of this.
And yet you played right into it.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I was legitimately not expecting Sachiko to turn out to be, like, the killer. That was not the original game, although the original game was also very different. Sachiko didn't even have a name back then. She was the final boss, but it was a different type of thing.
Be right back, the cat opened the drawer again.
Oh my gosh. You need to get, like, some sort of cat lock for that thing. I actually have no idea what to do now, chat. I finished way earlier. Let me rephrase that. We finished Corpse Party way earlier than I thought we would. So I actually have no clue what we're going to do now. And Lisa's feeling tired, so it's probably maybe time for us to just end the stream for now. I don't know. I'm a confused. Why don't I tell you guys what I'm trying to buy off of eBay at this moment? Because I thought it'd be fun to have. I found the Japanese Game Boy Kunio game that they turned into Double Dragon for like $14. Free shipping. 4-day shipping. Free 4-day shipping. $14. Flat rate. I decided I wanted to jump on that because first off, I like Kunio. Second off, I like that game. And third off, having both that and the American localization of it is actually going to be important for a video I'm making. So, yeah. I figured why not pick those up. Huh. I'm sure you got dishes to do. Fluffy, you're correct, but also shut up. I love you, Fluffy, but seriously. We can always stream more later. That was kind of what I was thinking. Because I always like to hang out with Lisa a little bit before we have to do stuff. Check my email. What the... Zatara, what did you do? What did you do this time?
Oh boy.
Well, I have Twitch telling me they actioned and received my report. $20 US. Zatara, you didn't have to. Aw. Thank you.
What did she do?
Well, it's he. And Zatara just sent me $20. That's the start of my that's my new computer fund, by the way. That is what that's for. And yeah, there we go. That is the first donation to the computer fund. Zatara, you don't ever have to do this. You keep buying me new games to play on here and like sending me money.
I would send you money if I had more than what I have actually.
It's okay.
T'as miaulé toi quand tu fais
Hold on.
Qu'est-ce que t'as?
Let me check
Tu
something.
miaules.
Yeah, well, I will make sure to do that.
No.
Or not if this thing's gonna be... Oh my gosh. And then they have a list of all the fees that go with this, because of course there is. Okay. Why does everything with money have to be... Okay, I'm gonna have to worry about that later. I'll figure this out later.
I think I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I think I was gonna shut off the stream as well. How are you? Yeah, I was already thinking about turning this all off for now. Got work to do. Might come back later. As you all can see, now that I flipped back to the other screen, I've added punch animations to my sprite. I'm still working on it, but yeah, he's coming along. Anyway, let me just go ahead and run the outro. And maybe I'll be back later. It'll happen. Something will happen. I'm sure. Anyway, I guess as always, this has been Quinn Michael from Shaggy Turtle Studios, channel WNBI TV, channel 14. And like it or not, I will be back next time. Anything you want to tell chat, Lise?
Thanks for hanging out, guys. It was fun.
Yep. And with that, I
And
believe...
group hugs. Yes, Fluffy.
Yeah, you gotta love the group hugs. Group hugs, everybody. Okay, and now we will go into the night as it calls my name once more. See you later, everybody.
Yeah.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.